I mean, even though Android 12 isn't the basis of it, Samsung has done a really good job with the software recently. iPhones, on the other hand, with iOS, as a user of an iPhone, I feel like Apple can do a much better job with iPhones in terms of software right now. So Samsung takes the cake in terms of software for sure, but the iPhone will probably still outbeat it in terms of software. Now, let's go and hit on the speed between them. The Galaxy S22 has that new Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chipset inside of it with 8 gigabytes of RAM, where the iPhone 13 Pro, on the other hand, has that Apple A15 Bionic chip inside of it with 6 gigabytes of RAM. So let's go and see which one is a faster phone between both of these. Okay, there we go. All the apps are cleared out in the background, as you guys can see. So let's get into it. Let's get into their app stores. 3, 2, 1. Kind of forgot what they look like. And definitely the S22, Androids in general do a really good job at just, opening up their app stores. So not really like a crazy big thing that really means too much. But I don't really see one ProMotion display being better than the other one. So the Samsung kind of got stuck there. I'm not really too sure why. Hopping out of this specific application, we have a bunch of third-party apps we can go and open. So let's get into it. Let's get started with something like Netflix, which we have right in here. 3, 2, 1. And Galaxy S22 seem to be a little bit faster there. Scrolling out of these applications, both very smooth, which is always good to see. We can do Temple Run 2, 3, 2, 1. And the iPhone 13 Pro looks to be a little bit faster here. And this was actually a pretty big difference. I was not expecting there to be this big of a difference already. So S22 was a little bit behind, but definitely okay. We get this super outdated design right here. Now let me go and click play on both and see which one is the smoother one, which I don't think there's going to be a difference. It's probably going to be roughly around the same. And yeah, they kind of look around the same. So let's go and hop out of this one. Let's get into the next application, Snake versus Blocks. 3, 2, 1. And almost identically the same on both, so not really that big of a difference here. Getting into some gameplay, I don't think there's going to be that big of a difference either. Getting out of this one, let's get into Stack. 3, 2, 1. And we did get, it was a little bit of a different process. This one loaded into the ad first, so very similar, pretty much. I think the S22 was probably a little bit faster there, and I'm already kind of coming up with a consensus, to be honest. I kind of already made up my mind, to be honest. Fruit Ninja, 3, 2, 1. Basically, I think there's going to be a lot of flip-flopping. I don't think one is going to be the consistent faster one. I think there's going to be times that 13 Pro is faster. I think there's going to be times the Galaxy S22 is faster. So as of right now, I'm probably going to side with that probably being the opinion. And with the gameplay and everything, I mean, I don't really think there's going to be that big of a difference either. These are very fast phones with a lot of, power within them. And maybe if I were to do my full speed test and spend, 30 minutes talking about it, possibly there'd be bigger differences. Thank you, 3, 2, 1. But I don't think there's going to be a consistent winner. Like even here, the Galaxy S22 was way faster. Could it be because this game is more optimized on this phone? I highly doubt it, but possibly. I mean, there's already some differences we're seeing, and actually there's a lot more similarity than not. We can do BOFA, 3, 2, 1. And this one did kind of load into it a little bit faster than the iPhone 13 Pro. So I think ultimately I already kind of made up my mind, if I'm being completely honest. I see more similarity than not, which is totally okay. When you have a phone like these, they're both very fast, and I don't think you're going to be noticing that big of a difference. Even the ProMotion display, hopping and sliding between these applications, I'm not really seeing those big of differences. I think it may be a little bit easier to kind of maneuver through the iPhone software a little bit, but both are very fast phones, and I wouldn't really pick up one over the other in terms of speed. So that covers it up there. Now let's go and hit on the cameras. Now, like I mentioned, triple camera.